Alright, hey guys, welcome to my Fable 3 thoughts. I'm not really gonna put much detail into this one because I didn't really like the game, but I'll give it some time, I guess. Alright, so Fable 3 took me around about 15 hours or so to beat my first playthrough. That's just like the straight up story stuff. I did a lot of the side stuff too, and a lot of the jobs and getting better equipment, but for the most part, I didn't do every single quest yet. I was waiting to do that after I beat the game, which you can after you beat the game. There's still free roam, you can do whatever you want. But so I liked a lot of it, but I don't know. It's just Fable 2 to me was probably the worst game of 2008. I still look at it as probably the worst RPG I've ever played on a console. And I don't know. It was glitchy. It wasn't like the story sucked. It was too basic. There wasn't enough. Like, I don't know. This game pretty much was that, except for some of the gameplay changes. Like the gameplay is still really basic. Like melee combat, for example. All you do is just X, 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 and then if you hold X, you can charge it. If you're pointing in a direction. If not, then you can block. But for the most part, all I did was roll around, charge magic up to like level 3 or 4, then kill everything within range of me, pretty much. So guns are okay, I guess, but they didn't feel as good as they did in Fable 2, which is pretty sad because I didn't like them in Fable 2 either. But they didn't feel as good as they were in Fable 2. But yeah, so you basically got like rifle and pistol, and pistol's more like a shotgun, so you might get a shotgun from longer range, but with the rifle you can like do a lot more damage with like one shot. But magic, there's like 6 spells. That's probably my favorite mechanic in this game, is the magic. Is you got this thing called spell weaving, which is where basically like you can take fire and mix it with vortex and you'll get like a big fiery fucking tornado. Or you could take my personal combination, which is blades and vortex. And basically what it does is it like knocks all the enemies around, they like stagger. Then all of a sudden your blades, you know, they like fly off and start stabbing bitches. You know, it's pretty fucking cool when it does that shit, you know? And yeah, I don't know, I think the magic's probably the best mechanic. That and the pause menu is pretty fucking sweet too. Like, you pause the game and you think, oh, it's gonna pop up some shitty menus like Fable 2 had. Nope, it actually doesn't. It puts you into this world called the Sanctuary. And pretty much from the Sanctuary, you can walk around, and basically you have 4 doors. One represents each menu. Usually like the armory, instead of hitting like click armory, you know, you walk into the armory room. And there you have like your spells, your guns, and your swords all on different walls. And you can switch between whichever ones you want. Which reminds me, I kind of like the weapon leveling system. That's kind of sweet. Like let's say you get like the pistol known as like the Doomsbringer or something, right? Like it'll have 3 enhancements, or enchantments, whatever you want to call them. Basically, like one will be like, for example, the pistol I was using, it was like kill 400 hollow men with the pistol, and then the second enhancement was like it was like get 400 kills in the daytime, and then the last one was like do 400 flourishes or something, which is basically your charge attack. And once you do that, your gun gets pretty powerful afterwards. I mean, pretty much doubled in attack power. I had around like 60 or 70 attack on that gun. And that wasn't even the best gun I had either. That was probably the first gun I got. But basically all the weapons work like that. The starting weapons, they kind of change a little bit, but they don't actually get stronger. But so yeah, then you'll have rooms like the clothing room, which is where you have all of your sets of clothing. Then you can like mix and match your clothing, so you could have like a wizard hat with like fucking like biker looking gear. It's interesting, but I don't know. I actually liked Fable 2's clothing. There was like a lot of it, but you gotta deal with the shitty menu, so I guess I'll take this clothing system over that one any day. But then you have like your Xbox Live one where you can look at your stats, compare them to your friends, which is pretty cool. You can join other people's games. That was one thing I really liked about this game too, is you can see other players running around, and if you click on them, you can join their game, or you can send them gifts, whatever you want. And what's really cool is you're in voice chat with them all the time. Like, you could be in the final boss room with like 30 other guys and just be like all talking at once. is pretty awesome. A little confusing though, but it's awesome regardless. But yeah, so Fable 3, I don't really know what else to say about it. The story was short as fuck. It was pretty epic though. Like once you get to the Aurora, which is like this desert, you fight a really awesome enemy. And I don't know, just it's pretty basic for the most part, but the voice acting was retarded. I mean, I don't know. Europeans are cool and everything, I guess, but the accent is just so heavy, it like hurts my brain and shit. The artwork, like during load screens, I hate it absolutely. But I like the direction the game's going. It's going for like a more modern look, and I hope like eventually they'll get to like modern era with like submachine guns and shit. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, so Fable 3, I would definitely rent it. I would never buy this game unless it was like $20 or something. But rent it. It's not too bad, I guess. Better than the second one.